Hello, good morning, good evening, whenever you are tuning into this. This is going to be a Yin Yoga class, which means we're going to be holding the poses. We're going to be right around 3 minutes for the poses today, so nothing too awfully long. In Yin, a lot of times we hold for 3 to 12 minutes. So 3 minutes is the shorter end of things. This I love to do on a lazy morning where I'm feeling slow, I don't really want to move. I did a lot of weeding yesterday and I have another full day of it today, and my back is killing me. So it wants to take a day off. So it's the perfect morning to do it. And then I also love to do Yin Yoga right before bed because we aren't moving around in what we call the Yang form of yoga, or like the Vinyasa, the one that builds energy, gets us moving. Children. It allows you to get into a little bit of a meditative state. So you will notice I have tons of pillows behind me. I also actually have the back of one of my chairs, so a nice big cushion as well. So rolled up towels, if you have blocks at home, they are really useful to use to make sure that you're propped and comfortable for your practice. So go ahead and grab all of those now. And then we're all going to meet in a child's pose where we will be for 3 minutes. I've got my little handy dandy timer here, so you don't need to worry about anything. You just need to make sure that you're comfortable. So never being afraid to use props in Yin Yoga. So you might want to have some extra padding underneath your knees or maybe underneath your bottom. Some people actually like to bring things underneath their chest as they rest down. So, as long as you're comfortable, that's where you want to find yourself. You're going to stay in this posture. You can close your eyes. First few moments of our postures in Yin Yoga are all about getting comfortable, because once we find ourselves in the position, we don't want to move. The benefits of Yin really sink in when we find stillness. And that is stillness through uncomfortable times. So getting comfortable with the uncomfortable, especially if you're not one for stillness, if you tend to label yourself as a busybody. One thing onto the next, onto the next. Or if your mind is always racing, let those labels go. And be very present in this moment. A useful and helpful tool being in the present moment is our breath. So, becoming fully aware of your inhale, and then becoming fully aware of your exhale. attention to the sensations, the movement in the body as you breathe. Paying attention to the length of the in-breath and the out-breath. Fully aware. Taking one last deep breath in this place. And slowly making your way out. The postures are important in Yin, but coming out of the postures is just as important. We don't want to rock ourselves out of these places. We really want to slowly allow the body to adapt as we come on out. The movement and the time that you take in between postures is totally and completely up to the individual. So I might guide you through a stretch or two before we transfer on to the next position. You might choose to take it with me or not. My favorite stretch, just release after that child's pose, is to lengthen one leg behind me, plant the toe down, and then really try to extend the back of my leg. And then the other side. And then we're going to come down onto our bottoms. And most of you know this as forward fold. Yin Yoga, they use animal terms. And so I want you to take the idea of forward fold out of this posture. We don't want to strive to get far in this place. So, no striving, no reaching, no pulling as you get yourself set up for this one. You might want a pillow underneath your booty, especially if you feel like when you're sitting, you're still tucked under. So you might sit up on something. And then you might bring some bigger cushions underneath your belly, and maybe underneath your head. I like to relax my head down into my hands if my neck is feeling unsupported. Other people just like to relax up and over. Once again, finding a place where you know you're going to be able to hold it for 3 minutes. You want your legs to go soft. You want your shoulders to go lax. As little effort as possible here. Timer will start. It's just 3 minutes. So I talked about it a little bit on our way in. But we're trying to find a place of comfort in these positions. So we call it the Goldilocks theory. And what that means is you don't want to go too far and create like a shaking or a stress in the body that's only going to cause tightness. And you don't want to be so comfortable that you can't even feel a stretch. You want to find that middle point. That place where you just start to feel that stretch. But that you can deeply breathe through it and find a softness in the position instead of a resistance or a pulling away. duration of the stretch goes away completely, I do invite you to go deeper into the posture. That might include moving some bolster out of the way or further down your legs. So inviting the body deeper into the posture, just never coming out of it. Resisting the urge to fidget. One last deep breath here. Slowly and gently coming out of your posture. Out. I like to windshield wiper my legs from side to side. And I also like to take a little bit of a version of cat-cow here by reaching my sternum up. And then curling it down in it. Coming into a reclined position here. This is when I like to use the big back of my chair to kind of help prop me up. Normally in the studio we'd have like big bolsters to place behind you. And it wants to be at an angle. Frank wants to be involved. Frank, do you want to be my body? Yeah. So you want to think that you're going to be kind of almost sitting up in a reclined position. So what I like to do is put a bunch of pillows up in the back with just a lower one down in the front here. And depending on your flexibility, it might be that you are, can I have this please? Sitting up taller. So the higher you sit up, the easier and on your hips it's going to be, so that you're not lying all the way back. So that might be you. I like one pillow underneath the top here, and then another pillow for underneath my head. And then a pillow for each one of my knees, because my knees don't really touch the ground. And so we're opening up from the center line. Palms facing up as the arms rest and relax away. And once you find that beautiful Goldilocks position, the not too much, not too little, the timer will start. We've got 3 minutes here. So you can close the eyes and first come to the breath. Scanning the body and seeing if you're holding tension in any area. Breathe into that. And on the exhale, let it all go. time can become an anomaly. Something you can't really grasp or measure. Time can go by super slow, or maybe at the end of 3 minutes, sometimes you feel like you barely got into the posture. Just allow time to wash over you. One last deep breath. And then slowly introducing movement into the body. I like to help my knees come together after that strong stretch. Roll over to my side and come on up. Into a lunging position. Your back knee will be down on the ground. He seems happy there, so I'm going to try to keep. Oh, he's up anyways. Move the stuff out of the way. I have to put one pad underneath your knee. And then maybe a few more up front with you to put your hands or elbows on. So I'm going to put one pad underneath my knee. And I'm going to step the right leg forward first. You kind of want to have it walked out to the side of you. You want just slight external rotation today. I'm not going to do the full dragon and have you drop out to the side. I want you to stay on that foot here. And you might be propped up, and that might be enough for you. If you can come down, elbows on a stack of pillows or down on the ground, that's where we'll meet, and the timer has started. Stretch is a little bit more active. A lot of times we talk about how we hold tension, stress in our shoulders. We actually hold a lot of emotions in our hips, specifically in our hip flexors and our psoas. So those are getting a big, deep stretch here. Make sure your breath is slow and complete. Fully aware of the inhale and fully aware of your exhale. Trusting that your body is safe here, that it can relax into the posture. No holding back. Complete release of the hips. your way out of the posture. No rush, you have all the time in the world. I like to come to lie down on my belly for a moment. Once again, whatever you like. Some people like to do down dog. And then in your own time, you will purposely, intentionally, carefully bring yourself into the other side. Always treating each side as an individual, never forcing the second side to do exactly what the first side did. Approaching it with brand new lenses, brand new goggles. Like you've never done this posture before. Embrace the stillness. Allow the benefits of this posture to really soak in. In Yin, we do this practice cold. We don't warm up beforehand. Holding these long postures, it allows us to alter the muscles, but also the fascia, the tendons, the ligaments. It has a great effect on the entire body. And the mind. One last deep breath. And then gently, in your own way, coming out of the posture. Taking whatever you need. To be getting set up for our next posture, our dragonfly. So with dragonfly, your legs are going to be spread apart. And just like we did earlier, if you need to put something underneath your bottom to make sure that we don't feel like we're just rounding, curling forward, you can actually set up on those sits bones. You can do that. And then you can put out any props in front of you that you might need or want to be able to come into your version of that forward bend. Each day is different. Do we want to find a place where we feel the stretch, but it's a comfortable stretch, a place where we can stay? Time will start. You want to be able to relax the neck. Might even take it over to one side. You prefer to stay centered. I like to stack my hands, create a little pillow so that I can breathe, so my nose isn't jammed into either a pillow or the ground. Go soft. Let everything relax, including your hips and your ankles. One last deep breath. And slowly and gently make your way out. We're going to be coming into that sleeping pigeon position next. So if pigeon isn't right for you and your knees, I recommend lying down on your back and taking that figure 4 stretch. But in Yin, if you have the availability of a wall, I feel like it's more enjoyable to be able to find a place against the wall where you can actually just cross yourself here and let it hold itself so that you're not grasping with your hands. And if your hips are super tight, you might decide to straighten that top leg or bend it. And the closer your booty gets to the wall, the stronger the stretch will be. For those of us coming into the full posture, starting in tabletop or down dog, driving the right knee forward towards the wrist. Left foot also trying to make its way forward. Checking and seeing if you need a pillow or 2 underneath your hip. don't want to be collapsing over to one side. We want to keep our hips nice and square. Seeing if that's a good support for us. And then taking ourselves forward over the leg. And once again, come down to whichever level you're going to be able to sustain for 3 minutes. Final minute on this side. Gently bring your way out. You can take whichever stretches are going to be best for you and your body. I like to extend that leg, reach it out. Make your way into the other side. Once again, allowing the side to be different than your first side. Releasing your way forward, 3 minutes. final minute on this side. One final deep breath. And then in your own time, gently, slowly making your way out. And taking whichever movements or stretches your body is asking for. Use whatever you have around you. If you have a chair or an ottoman, you can place your feet up on that. If you have a wall, we're going to be making your way to the wall, and we're going to be doing legs up the wall. If you'd like a little bit of an extra lift of the pelvis above your heart, you can take a pillow or two with you and slide it underneath your bottom. So I like to do it by scooching my booty as close to the wall as I can, pressing my feet, lifting my bottom and sliding it underneath. Making sure it's the bottom, the sacrum that's supported, not the low back. And then we'll lie down, close our eyes. And we'll be here for 3 minutes, our final posture. This is our Shavasana today. So once your eyes have closed, let's scan the body. Relaxing the feet, toes, heels, and ankles. Relaxing the legs, calves, knees, and thighs. Relaxing the pelvis, the hips, the sacrum. Relaxing the back of the body, the low back, the middle back, and the upper back. Relaxing the belly, the rib cage, and the chest. Relaxing the hands, fingers, palms, and wrists. Relaxing the arms, forearms, elbows, and upper arms. Relaxing the shoulders, the collarbone, and the neck. Relaxing the face, jaw, lips, cheeks, eyes, eyebrows, and forehead. Relaxing your scalp and relaxing your mind. relaxed. Completely relaxed. Completely relaxed. If your body is happy here, feeling free to stay here as long as you'd like. Has been 3 minutes. So if your body would like to come out of this place, do so slowly and gently. This is where I'll leave you. I hope you have a great day or a good night's sleep.